What's good, everybody? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all the trade I took. It was a decent setup. It wasn't like crazy, but it was good enough for me to take it. I ended up going break even on it, and I'm so proud of myself because it's been something that I've been struggling with, is going break even, knowing when to go break even. And now I feel like I have a solid understanding of when I should be going break even. So I'm gonna walk through the trade with y'all today. So overall, on the 4 hour, it definitely looked like it was more bullish to me. So I had saw this big impulse coming down right here. So I was expecting price to come back up and then continue lower. Just simple market structure. So let me draw it out. Okay, so I was expecting price. This is the impulse leg right here. It went down right here. It went down. I was expecting it to come back right here, touch the key level, and then just continue going down because it's a bearish trend. And I was trying to play the, all right, I was trying to play the bullish move back into the fair value gap, which didn't play out, but that's what I was looking for. So on the 15 minute, right now it just like it's going sideways. On the 15 minute, it also looked like that, but what gave me like more confidence that it was gonna go up is that I saw this swing point right here. I saw that. I saw this right here. I'm just trying to make everything visible so you can see what I'm looking at. That's why it's like taking me a little while. So that right there and this right here. These are the swing points I was looking at, these two. And that got broken right over here or here or here, like with that swing point, with that impulse move right here. So I was expecting price to be a little bit more bullish because we had this impulse leg. Yeah, it was choppy as hell right here. And we had came and tapped into this bullish fair value gap after we had this impulse leg. And then around right here, that's where I had got in. Let me do the little market replay. Yeah, so this is how it looked. This is how it was looking. I wish I can get rid of the watermark. Probably can't, but I don't know how. So price had came back into this bullish fair value gap, and then on a 5 minute, we had a reaction. We had this big green candle. That's exactly what I want to see. We look like we're more bullish. We had broke this swing point over here, showing that, hey, the pullback is probably starting. How do you know when a pullback is starting? I got this from photon trading. It just made a lot of sense. I don't trade his strategy, but like the way he broke down market structure just made so much sense for me. You know you're about to get the swing pullback when you get that internal breaker structure. This is that internal breaker structure right over here. This is that lower high, lower low. Price comes back up, has an internal breaker structure right here. So I'm expecting the pullback to start. And it looked like it. I mean, I saw everything I wanted to see. Price had came down, tapped the 15-minute fair value gap. I use that as my key level because it's what price likes to reject and reverse from. Um, so price came down. I had put my entry right here on this order block. This is an order block because it's that last down close candle that swept that low in a bullish trend. So I swept that low right here. Price closed above it, and I was targeting like 1 to 1.5. So it was a little bit above that fair value gap. I was gonna go break even either when it hit this or when there was no reason for me to um, have my stop loss at this low anymore. And that's the whole point of the trade I took today is I went break even at the right time. And it's just something that I had been trying to get better at, and I felt like I finally like did it in real time. So I just feel like I got a win today, even though I didn't like necessarily um, make any money. I'm trying to see how I go back. forget it. It doesn't matter. So price came back, tapped that order block right here. This gray candle right there, and it's easier to see it on a 1 minute. So price came back. This 1, 2, 3 gray candles went in and tapped it, and then we went away. So if price was to come back to my entry, then it's most likely going to stop me out because we already tapped my order block. After tapping that order block, price should go to my target. It should go up. So for a price to not go up, that means that it's most likely going to come back and stop me out. So that's why I went break even right there. And I moved my stop right there. As soon as I did that, the market came back and, well, that's not what you're supposed to press. The market came back and stopped me out right here. Literally the next candle. I was like, well, price has no reason to come back and touch my entry again. It already touched it one time. So after that happened, I went break even. And then price came back, tapped me at break even, and it would have eventually hit my stop and I would have lost 500. So that's the trade I took today. And I was looking at some stuff on the indices as well. And it's so frustrating because I knew exactly what the indices wanted to do today. It was just so easy to see, so easy to read. So this is what I saw when I came into the morning. It was right here. Excuse me guys, I don't use the replay often on TradingView. I really just use FX replay, so this is all kind of new to me. That's why I'm like struggling to find where everything is located. So bear with me a little bit. Okay, so price looked like this when I arrived to the chart. And I'll go for 1 hour. Puta madre. Let me go to the 15 minute, it'll be easier. So price looked like this. We had came down, swept this low down here. When I'm already leaning more bullish. Why am I leaning bullish? Because this is my swing high right here. And this is my swing low right here. This is the swing range I'm playing within. So if we're bearish and we're making lower highs and lower lows, I expect this fair value gap to hold and send us lower. I expect this fair value gap to hold because we had this impulse leg down, which is impulse leg down. Then I expect us to come back to this fair value gap right here. And I expect us to go lower. But we did not do that. What did we do? We inversed that fair value gap. We disrespected this fair value gap. And that matters because since we disrespect it, where are we likely to target? That high up here. If we're not going to go lower from this fair value gap, then I expect us to go higher and take that high and potentially this high, which we eventually took too. And I knew we would take it, but I never got my entry model, so I couldn't do anything. That's just part of trading. So I saw that price came back down. Price had came down. Go to the 15. Swept that low down here, and it also touched the fair value gap, I'm pretty sure too. Yeah, it touched the fair value gap down here. But I'll just use the swing low for the sake of this video. Came back down, touched that swing low. It's another swing low over here. I don't like when I try to like reset my chart or like change from different assets and then my chart is all messed up and I gotta zoom out, adjust the X and Y axis. That's so annoying. I wish it was just a way to keep it set so I don't gotta keep readjusting it. So we came down, swept that low, and then on the 1 minute, we inversed this fair value gap. Looking back in hindsight, it's easy to say I should have did this, should have did that. In the moment, you don't know what's gonna happen. You just see this big ass green candle right here. And I was expecting price to come back and tap this inverse fair value gap. That's what I was trying to play. That did not happen. Looking back in hindsight, I got to start using market orders. Market orders. I'm depending too much on limit orders. Just like I just have been trying to get better at using break even, stop loss to break even. I got to start using market orders because I am getting tore up. Not like I'm losing money, it's just I'm leaving so many potential good trades on the table because I'm expecting price to retrace and come back and tap my entry. And I should just, if it's close by, like obviously if my entries, if I want to enter down here and my entry in the market's all the way up here, I'm not going to take that. But right here, that was close. That's pretty close. I was trying to enter right here on this inverse fair value gap. But when this candle right here closed and inversed this, I could have just entered right there. Yeah, it's like gonna be a higher feel, but do I want to be a part of the move? Or do I want to, just wait for price to never tap my entry and just keep on missing trades? Like, it just depends on the person, I guess. So the price never came back and tapped my inverse fair value gap. So I couldn't do anything. And then later on, price ended up doing something else. I think it came back and tapped the 15-minute, gap. I think it was right here. Because I was now targeting this high, which we eventually got to. Price came back, tapped that 15-minute fair value gap. Right here. And we displaced away. And I was like, and I still didn't learn my lesson. Still did not learn my lesson. I should have market entered. That is the whole big lesson I learned today. Use market entries. Because we tapped the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. We ended up sweeping this swing low right here, and then we displaced higher. So I should have been waiting for the market to come back, tap my entry, and continue going higher. But that didn't happen, so I should have entered right here at the close of this green candle or this green candle and let the market just keep going higher. And it was even another setup that I think formed later on NASDAQ, but I ain't gonna go into that one. It's just kind of frustrating that I know where it's gonna go and I didn't get involved. So that's just a lesson that I learned. And that's really all I got. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, and I'm gonna get this one uploaded now.